Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. It's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return, the Colts. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Rivers on 1st down. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
It's 2nd and inches.
They go play action. Rivers. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
The ball carrier.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 12 carries, 70 yards.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football, give it to them early and often in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on.
1st and 10 at the
on 1st and 10, Rivers. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to. He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, he could break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They are led out by an 8-time Pro Bowler in his 16th season out of Cal. It's Aaron Rodgers. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
A 2-yard gain brings up 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 29-yard line. 16 yards of 1st down. On 1st down, Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you know, there's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Now Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to pull loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary in that last possession, though.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, who can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
8-yard line.
The toss here completed to Pittman. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Naheem Hines, the ball.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Fighting Hilton on the slant. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11.
Well, the field goal attempt is well in hand.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Trey Burton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown.
And there's a situation where as a tight end, once he gets that end zone in his sights, he's not going to back down from anyone. He doesn't worry about running to daylight. He doesn't mind running through contact. That's totally fine by him.
Now the try here for the point after.
The extra point.
And that one makes it 14-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in the conference.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 34-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Rodgers lost the football. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Now another drive coming for Phillip Rivers and the Colts. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ballgame or into the lead. In this situation, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
So far, he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. We'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
Intercepted by the Packers. He's taken out of bounds behind the line.
A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Touchdown.
Davante Adams hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Packers add on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Well, they got the ball in great field position. 1 play later, boom, end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 16 yards, a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it on basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on them, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half. To build for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
He may try and run for this. Rivers looking a little nimble there as he picks up a first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. His throw caught at about the 5. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Working out of the gun, Rivers. The quick slant caught. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game.
Rodrigo Blankenship.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we have reached halftime with it. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter.
14.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. So here are the Packers now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the... 40 down at the 39.
Julian Blackman on the tackle.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Mercedes Lewis. A fumble on the play.
A little bit of a break for the offense with that football going out of bounds. Remember, they haven't turned it over yet, Charles.
Yeah, and they've taken care of the ball so well, they had to feel good about their chances and their opportunities. Remember the old adage, the team making the fewest mistakes will win? They almost cost themselves with that one.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie, Julian Blackman. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Rodrigo Blankenship for the extra.
Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway, and their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he'll go down, but not before getting us inside the 30. A big pickup of 38. Not only an explosive play, but an explosive run. I mean, broken tackles along the way to pick up that yardage.
The way things kept churning for him, the feet were moving, the legs were driving. Looks like someone who spent his offseason working on hill work, running through sand, all the things that you want to build up those leg muscles.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the Colts' 14-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. He holds it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown.
Valdez-Scantling.
Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers have taken the lead. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. That time a 6-play drive. And the result, a Green Bay score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
At their own 30.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And some nifty running there. Ultimately, it doesn't get him a whole lot, but it does take him to the 45. They'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
To the 48-yard line. A gain of 7. First down, Packers.
Rodgers now on first down. The left side throw complete to Adams.
Rodgers.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
First down.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Adams. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Green Bay.
That's good for 28 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This is caught, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And again, it's Rodgers. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. The DeForest Buckner using those big hands and getting in there and bringing him down for the sack.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
A 31-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10.
21.
A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own.
Indy set to go on offense once more. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth. Rivers and the Colts going to come up first and 10 at their own 24. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's second and 10. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 11 yards there. First down.
First and 10 at the 30.
First down. Rivers looking deep for Hilton. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball. Here's
a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. And Pascal's got it. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 43. A great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards to play. Catch number 1. Oh, no, he lost the football. I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were, and so possession will remain with Indy.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long.
And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
It's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into the... And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Jonathan Taylor. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know, you
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The veteran tight end Mercedes Lewis, the intended receiver. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
3rd down here. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This will be taken at the 13. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 35.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rivers caught left side by Hilton. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 16 yards, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the...
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here. It could be their final drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as
as the tackle's made at the Packers' 26. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up second and a yard.
They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Second and 5.
Back to throw. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Make this a 4-point game. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's capped off by the late touchdown that puts him out in front here in the final minute of the contest. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. So now Rodgers in the pack. Down 35-31, 27 seconds to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. Now Rodgers. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. They have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their 38. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Throwing here, Rivers looking deep for Hilton. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
Well, finally got one.
Yes, they did.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it. And let's face it, they had to be more than nervous.